Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So we have a flashlight review video for you guys. I was in at Home Hardware today and I kind of like reactor flashlights a little bit. I've got a pen light of theirs. I had a work light for a while. Of course I've had to replace it because it finally is kind of but I saw this today, and I've seen these things before in Home Hardware. They have a magnetic base on them, which is actually decently strong magnet. You know, the entire main body here is all metal, so it does have some heft to her. Comes with batteries, although the batteries that were in mine, even though they had never been activated, were kind of sucky. They're reactor batteries. They don't really have a lot of oomph to them, you know. But this has got a front-facing flashlight, which is kind of nice and bright. It's a cob, right? And then, of course, you got 3 cobs around the perimeter. So I've just turned that off, as you know, and I can hit this, and we have 3 cobs. And then we push the button again, it goes off. Great, it's like on, off, on, off. Then we have, of course, the flashing red, which is kind of like good for emergencies and stuff. So let's take a look at this in some darkness. So, see if we can darken down some of our screens in here a little bit. And that we can just shut off. And the idea here is to see how bright things really are. Okay. So, not too shabby overall. Alright, so this is our main light. It actually has a nice side glow to it here. You know, even though it's the front, it's making the whole shield glow a bit. That's actually pretty decent. And of course we push the switch again, it goes off. Cobs, well, that's pretty good because it's 360 degrees. So it's going to light up an area really well, so you can get light all the way around. And then of course we push it again, whoops, cycle through, and the red flashers. So a good little emergency beacon, slam it on the trunk of your car if you've got a roadside emergency. You know, that works really well for that. And again, back to that front facing light. That's pretty bright stuff. I have no idea what the lumens are on it. You buy these out of the box. They got like a whack load of them on there. And let me just turn some lights back on here. But they don't list the lumens. But considering you got to run 3 cobs at once on 3 AAA batteries, yeah, it's not going to go massive brightness. These are probably at least 1 watt a piece tops. Probably about a ½ watt for the middle one. You know, but still shines pretty good beam, which is pretty cool. And of course you also have a hook, so if you needed to hang it somehow, I don't know how you're going to do that because it should have like a hooky hook, but it doesn't. It's just got this. But good if you slam it on a carabiner to carry it around with you, I guess. Getting access to the battery compartment, just unscrew the bottom. There is a watertight O-ring seal here as well to keep the water out. And then of course there's your little battery pack of your 3 batteries. That's all there is to it. So, and you can't mess up putting it in. Positive always goes to the front, so the bigger ball is your positive, and the flat part's always your negative. Pop her in there. You got a good spring load on this thing here. So, this cost me like $7 on sale. They're like normally I think 13, 14 bucks somewhere around there. Basically about half price. And I thought, well, you know what? I've been looking at them. I really didn't want to pay the retail price on it. And like anything else, if you wait long enough for something, if you're really patient and you really don't need it that bad, you just kind of want it like I did, then hey, it's worth the wait and you save the money. I could have got 2 for the price of 1. But it's kind of like, I only need 1. And I want to try it out because I'm kind of curious how well this will work in dark areas, working even underneath a RV trailer. You know, I can slam it up there on the metal and light up the whole area, see how bright it goes. You know, so there will be a future review on this. But, first impression review, I like it. It's cool. It's got a metal body on it, which is nice. Fits good in the palm of your hand or hand grip. I love the fact that you just turn it on. You know, you've got whatever light was last on is there. You know, click it again, everything's off, right? Click it again, then you got your 360 cobs, off again, on again, you've got your emergency. So you don't have to scroll through a bunch of settings just to turn the darn thing off, right? It's like on, off, on, off, on, off. It works, you know, so kind of cool. Seems to be pretty thick plastic, so it should take a little bit of banging around, I would imagine. We'll have to see. But you know what, for under $8, I think it's worth it. You know, even if you're not using it for work purposes, you want an emergency flashlight or something like that for around the house, or you know, you're going to use this to light up your tent if you're camping. You know, hang it upside down, and hey, that makes a really cheap battery-powered lantern. It's pretty bright, but hey, you can play cards without a problem at night, you know, with your friends or whatever. So it's pretty decent. The build construction of the body is really good. I think that this is going to be pretty good too. It's some pretty thick plastic. It's not cheap and thin or anything, so that's good. It's all cobs all the way, so that's neat. I like the emergency beacon part because you can just, this is a decently strong magnet. I don't know how I would show you this on anything in here. Actually, you know what? Let's just turn the camera. My toolbox. So it holds its own. I can pull the drawer open with that. So it's got a pretty decent magnet, you know. It's not bad. So it's not massively strong, but it's strong enough to do that. So obviously it can easily hold its own weight, you know, which is more than I can say for its little brother, the Penlight, which has a very weak magnet on it, you know, because it kind of wants to slide down and fall off. But this, pretty good. So where do we put the score on this? Well, for my first impressions and thoughts and review, I will put this thing at 4.25 out of 5. I think that's fair. If that changes, we shall renew that after a while, because I do want to do an actual final review on this after I've done it under some pile of different types of testing. So we shall do that and get back to you whenever we get to it and give you the final review. But for now, I would say yes, I recommend it. Yes, it's a 4.25 out of 5. Definitely buy it. And nothing's perfect anyways. And it's not massively bright cobs. I mean, you can turn the cobs on and you can see each and individual cob if you're staring at it, which if it was just one cob, you likely wouldn't see any of the individual cob LEDs in there. It would be very blinding to the eyes, but you are running 3 at once off of 3 AAAs, so you know these things are like 3 point something volts a piece. So yeah, you're really sucking the battery load. So I don't imagine runtime is going to be much more than a couple of hours tops with standard cheap batteries maybe. I've got some energizers in this, so I should get at least a good couple hours no matter what. Yeah, the magnet's good. The little hook thing's kind of cool. The front-facing flashlight, that's actually not bad. I'm going to try it outside tonight and see what it's like for running some of the lighting on this and see what it's like in the outdoors. I live in the country, which is nice. It gets like pitch dark out here. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this so far, but I'm pretty impressed, you know. I mean, Reactor is one of the main brands that Home Hardware carries for a lot of their flashlights. Some of their stuff is really good from Reactor. Other stuff, probably not so good. Kind of pig in a poke on that one. But so far I've had decent luck, I would say, other than the fact that the rechargeable work light, which I'm sure you guys have seen on my channel, I've gone through 2 of them now in like, what, just over 2 years or something. It's on my channel. Anyways, because I recently reviewed another work light that I've actually got, which is this new little toy by Voltex. And this thing's actually pretty decent. I got a chance to actually use one doing a brake job the other day on an RV and quite impressed. So, but anyways, I gotta get more flashlights, but cool looking ones. That's the big thing. Anyways, see ya.